Alright, quick video of the Munsters game and pointing out the mods at this point that are in it as well. Could also sell with taking all the mods off as another option. So let's start on the outside. Mod number 1 is 1313 by Mod Couples. The next are custom cards put in, pin cards. The next is in the back here is the green light that shines down in front of the flippers here, lighting up that area. Also the glow-in-the-dark flippers, as well as the top cover pieces that here that match the playfield. There's also the glow-in-the-dark on the slings as well on each side, as well as purple. Doesn't come out in the video that well here, and on this side purple you can see back in here with the purple rubbers to match. There we've got the lantern, 1313 lantern. You've got the zap towers, one on this side, one on that side, along with some of the magic and spell books. Also in the Dracula lane, this is a Mezzomod one as well that goes off. Alright, lower playfield. There's, believe it or not, there's a bunch of mods in here, so we'll try to get them all. First is in the protection, custom protection molded so the ball doesn't come out, and it's actually, I'll try to give it, it's this piece right here, custom made by me. I make mods as well. And then there's also Velcro on the back so the ball stays in and registers perfectly. As you can notice, there's also purple rubbers on the lower posts, as well as, and it came with other parts here, as well as glow-in-the-dark flippers down there, the first set applied at the time by the rubber manufacturer. Sent them to me to try out. They work great, and they sell them now in that size. And then you'll notice the bottles here, the potion bottles. Let's see if I can do this right. Potion bottles here, test tubes here, potion bottles here, and the best part is they act in blocking the ball so it doesn't get stuck in any of those places too. So a lot of subtleties that you wouldn't necessarily notice, and maybe I could give you a better view of them at this angle. They're pretty cool in person on each side as well. Obviously the lower playfield is leveled nicely. So I'm gonna keep going up the playfield here and talk about Grandpa. How can we not talk about this beautiful mod couple? I uniquely mounted him, is probably something pretty unique in the back. And so if you look back here, you'll see he nicely goes through the wiring down and through. No one else has done this to that level of detail, and he also screws in to the back. I made that mod on him back. You'd see it in person, but there's 2 screws that hold him in place versus Velcro and others. I used the original 2 screws that mounted the single plastic Grandpa, so strongly in there. All right, I'm going to keep going up this side of the playfield, and you'll notice back here another Mezzomod in terms of the sewer and the green piece, as well as you notice it's lit up green on this side of the sewer as well, so that's extra lighting put in place. There's the Doggy Den by Mezzomods. There's the eye, I forget if that's Mezzomod or Mod Couple, and then the cat, the custom cat and cat stand, kitty cat stand, as you see there. It's actually pretty cool in person. Again, in the back left corner here, you'll see the ramp glowing green coming through, along with the raven. Maybe I'll come around to this side, and it's hard not to notice the 2 beautiful light kits by speakerlightkit.com that glow, and you can set them to whatever you want. All right, back here you'll notice the bird, raven bird, lit up in the clock as well. Red lights up the area at different times in the game. And then you'll notice down here the Mezzomod areas for Spot, the 2 staircase. I'm not getting a good angle at this. Let me try here. The 2 on the ramp going up, the 2 staircase with the two ghouls or whatever they are on each side, and then you'll see a bat that's mounted right over the ramp. No one else has this except me, another mod, so it's beautiful. Pretty cool with the bats on the plastic. You get a bat actually, if you stand back, that's flying dead center of the ramp there. I think that's the majority of the mods. Oh, Cliffy's. I'm a huge believer, and I help Cliffy on this game and many others. Cliffy's here, and a Cliffy in back. There. Oops, gotta get it. There it is, Cliffy there from day one, and you see the original Cliffy here by Stern, and I have a spare Cliffy on top of it. The other thing I'd point out, it's really not obvious, but maybe it is, if you look at the front of the staircase here, you'll see plastic in front of it, plastic protectors underneath them, and it's underneath all aspects of each of these pieces of plastic that I have, including the ones that come all the way down to the front that protect these as well. There's plastics underneath them. These happen to be green, as you can see. Plastic protectors on all of those. The other thing that's really unique is, I know they sell a topper, and I think you might have it for your other game, so this might be something to come off, but this is a custom built topper by me. And if you look, you'll see Herman and a number of the other characters up there, Lily, Grandpa, and what happens is first of all, it's lit up with white lights, and then the car's lit up red in the middle, and you can see green headlights. And when when Herman goes into multi-ball down here and he flashes, if you can take a quick peek right around that blinking white light, I'm going to try to get my finger in there, right about there, the white light's lit, the LED, right in front of it's a sensor. When that sensor goes off, which it's off right now, and I'll demonstrate this here. I'll grab a flashlight. So he goes off, and after that, I've just got it in, I haven't played the game, it's just in regular standby mode. No game being played, but light is lit right now, and so the green lights up here, and then Grandpa, he's actually sitting up there. These are all 7-inch characters. This is all mounted to a plate that was custom routed, a piece of plastic, and there are figurines and the car and everything are embedded inside of that, so they're very stable. They're not going anywhere from that end. But let me demonstrate with a flashlight what happens here. I'm going to set this down a minute. Ignore that slide. All right. I needed to get the flashlight turned there. All right. So you can see Grandpa up there. Let me bring him up here. Watch what happens with Grandpa when I put the light over the light sensor down here. You see Grandpa. Oh, you see Grandpa light up. And so when Grandpa is being down here, I'm going with a flashlight. When I'm putting it on this spot here, when this purple guy lights up down here, and this down here, as you can see, when this lights up here, purple behind it, this LED, it's got another sensor inside of it. And so Grandpa, oops, do it with this one, as I do it, as Grandpa lights up down here, he interacts with the game. Same happens with the green over here, although it's in game mode. Not in game mode. So let me hit game mode. You can see no green, and when I light it up down here, you see this is what happens when you get Herman multi-ball, right? It lights up down here, or you get Grandpa scoop. This lights up like he's getting electrocuted. So it's an alternative to the game that, alternative to the topper that has been done by Stern. And obviously the Stern one's much nicer, but compared if you're not spending $400, this guy is pretty well integrated. It's got the only modification that it has is some circuit boards, and there's some small circuit boards, and I'll show you the size because I happen to have some spares. They're $5 circuit boards that supply power and so forth, and I can send the spares and everything along with it. Overall, the game is in pretty fantastic shape. I call it mint. I've owned many new Stern games over the years, and have got into other games. that I have. Obviously, you see an AC/DC there. Whoa, there's a Big Lebowski. We won't show that one off yet. Mods are going in that one as I speak, and I make custom mods for that and sell them. Hey, this is pretty interesting and cool. So you get this topper. There's actually the custom topper piece that CAD drawings were drawn and stuff where all the pieces mount. This is another interesting one. This is signed by the Munster, Eddie Munster here. So that's potential to come along with it too. But alrighty, any questions? Think about it. And any questions? Think about it. Let me know.